A man from Cwmbran who was treated in Cardiff with imported blood products in the 1980s became the first haemophiliac in the UK to become HIV positive and die of AIDS. An inquiry has heard Kevin Slater was 20 years old when he developed the disease, but wasn't told about his diagnosis for at least 18 months. His sister-in-law says she does not believe he was ever told before his death. Stephen Fairclough reports.
Kevin Slater was 20 when he developed AIDS in 1983. He was a haemophiliac whose blood didn't clot. The blood treatment product he had been given had been imported and was infected with HIV. Today, the Infected Blood Inquiry heard that in March 1983, Kevin's weight had fallen to around 7 stone. He had infections, no energy, and slept all the time. He had suspected AIDS, but that information was kept from him and his family.
We were all hurt by it. At the end of the day, it was of no fault of his. And to think that this person was going to go through what he was going to go through, not knowing what he was actually dying from. People not explaining things to him. People not helping him out.
Kevin's consultant, Professor Arthur Bloom, concluded that Kevin had probable AIDS. But while communicating with the wider haemophiliac community and officials, for many months he only ever described the case as suspected or possible, not warning of the possible dangers of some blood products. Kevin's brother Paul, also a haemophiliac, became infected too.
These guys relied on the plasma. That was their treatment. That's what kept them alive. And to think that there was people giving blood quite innocently, and that to help people like Paul and Kevin, not knowing what was happening. Why was it not being screened? Why was it still being sent? There's all these questions and there's no answers.
The inquiry heard that before he died, Kevin was unable to stand up or even hold a glass of milk. He was fed by his parents. His family hope the inquiry can bring some justice for him.
It's a recognition by the state, by the Department of Health, and by the medical profession that this time they got it badly wrong, and hopefully a realisation that as we move forward in time, it won't happen again. I think the worst thing that could happen for Kevin's family would be to see this repeat itself.
The inquiry has heard from the families of other Welsh victims of infected blood. A hearing was held in Cardiff in 2019. More evidence will be gathered over the coming months, with the final report due to be published next year.
Stephen Fairclough reporting there.